It's the risk of arranging to melee. We talk about it every time it comes up. Dazzle flash onto KC. He has exhaust, but he's exhausted. On Summer going in. First blood, G2. Just strike first. G2. Heal. Han Summer's going to get healed up a little bit.
Has a lot of healing.
Needs those couple of auto attacks. Good flash from Busio. The Dazzle only connects onto the clone, and Hans is down. Lebrov leaves him for dust as KC strike back in bot.
And I'll tell you this,
Skewmont.
Yeah, Broken Blade respects this. It's going to be huge for G2.
Yeah, Yike comes across. The Undertow's going to land. Yike does still have flash and has a blast cone, but with the Undertow landing again, Skewmont gets on the right side of the blast cone. He's going to chase him down. The Viking wants blood. Yike flashes under the tower. The wall comes in, but Broken Blade's going to get egged. He's already used the flash, and Kana, with his soul unbound, sends Broken Blades to the afterlife. The dive, KC flashes away, puts a snapshot down, and Lebrov just survives, doesn't get hit by that last
Look at Skewmont, it's coming behind there.
Oh, the Undertow. The Undertow looking to send you to the underworld. As you say, top TP in from Broken Blade. Looks like Busi's going to reset. KC tries to get away from the Dazzle, but Skewmont can just walk in and send KC to Valhalla. Skewmont takes 2 tower shots, a third. Not enough. The shield coming out. I'm having cucumber sandwiches sort of vegan, you know, as Busio underneath the tower. Flash Dazzle. Lebrov doesn't connect as Busio is able to hookshot wall dive away.
Have to run quite far.
Summer flashes, it puts the exhaust down. Starlight's touch for a little bit extra damage on the Light Slinger. Undertow out as well. Busio's flash about to come off cooldown, but it's too little too late. But you go tank first as Caps is. Flash rots from Broken Blade doesn't connect. Does put down the Glacial Storm, and Kana just sits in it for a little while. Broken Blade needs to be careful. Fate Sealed comes out, does still have the egg. Broken Blade walking away. There's the egg as the flash rots doesn't connect, but Kana needs to be cautious on this. Goes in with another Mortal Seal. That in the end won't have the damage crystallized down. He'll use the Q3 again to get away. Caps trading in the picture-in-picture, but Skewmont there. I don't think KC want to go too much deeper. Busio has the Hexagon to Maidum as they look for Yehu. Lebrov and Han Summer coming in to join the party. Dazzle flashed away by Yehu as he slithers his way out, but Busio has no escape. Did have the flash, decided not to utilize it. As G2 find their 4th kill of the game.
And Medic, you must be in agony seeing Camille do support in his earth.
Yes. Like if he does find a good flank, as you say. KC looking for Caps here. Busio's on his way across. There's the exhaust. Torn out, will land on both. Caps going to try and get in range for a Justice Punch, but there's no real way for him to go. And he cannot escape that. Broken Blade, the walls off the minion wave. The minions walk around. Busio has to step back. And now Kana's going in. No wave. He's to Glacial Storm out. It's incredibly awkward as the Face Seal doesn't connect either. A Hexagon to Maidum. This dive has gone all kinds of wrong for KC. Broken plays it perfectly, and this dive going kind of wrong for G2 as well.
Oh my God.
Yike will die, the ace in the hole blocked by Lebrov as everyone misses everything. Skewmont and Yehu trying to get away here as Hans Summer's now on the wrong side of this wall. Yehu can try and chase him out. Caps is coming, and Caps is going, and it's Caps coming to the fight. He has a hero's entrance. He's not needed.
You're gonna leave it. Because, I mean, he should by all means be dead.
I mean, so should BB, let's be honest, right? Like, they both played it well, but in the end, the dives didn't really work. KC do manage to take the Infernal Drake, their first of the game.
That's very important, being able to stall out that salt point.
Oh, Skewmont's just going to chase this. Has Ragnarok, uses it early. Petrifying Gaze as a hero's entrance as well as Yike realizes he cannot help here. Backs away. The edge of the taunt still catches him, and Skewmont chases him further. Yike flashes out and will manage to escape the Winds of War, not enough damage. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Han Summer just absolutely decimates KC with a good trap. KC answers with one back. Busio still looking to see if he can find this engage because Kana's on his way and has that Fate Sealed. Hexagon made him onto Skewmont, Ignite down as well. The taunt out from Caps to try and separate the squad. Lebrov here with a Dazzle, doesn't land. Fate Sealed, Caps almost dies. Dashes back in with a Justice Punch. Come on, Tarek. Back up for Yike. Tarek, can you survive? Can Lebrov live through this? The answer is a resounding no, as the crowd tells you. That was a gold lead for KC. Most of that sitting on Kana's shoulders, but Yehu also has an advantage, as does Busio, who's got that Sundered Sky complete. I love the Knight's Vow from Lebrov, an underutilized item in my estimations. Caps dodges with the Justice Punch, gets away from Mortal Steel, and now that Hexagon Ultimatum's a little bit too deep, but not too much damage for G2, so they can't chase Busio. Riftail being used on the top side.
Yeah, KC don't get the bot dive off now. Let's see what happens on the top side. G2 has put down the Herald, securing the tower for Broken Blade. Probably going to drive it into the next tower as well.
Yeah, Skewmont gets in, takes a little driving lesson towards that top tower. Lebrov caught out, has to flash. The taunt from Caps still lands onto Yike. Culling in the mid lane, trying to force Kalis back. Does exactly that, but doesn't have the damage stick. Yehu defending well in top lane. After the Rift Hold charges in, they don't get too much more out of that tier 2 tower.
Let's see, can Caps hold this tower? Cannot once, the hot stack it once.
I mean, he's going to take a couple of auto attacks from the tower here. Yeah. Down to about a third.
Big chunk in the end. Well defended by G2 on the cross map. Well put Herald
Test from KC, they're willing to give it, only second of the game. We talked about why getting that Inferno was so important. You see it there. Fate sealed coming out as Broken Blade still has the egg. Good stun as well onto Kana. Busio and Yehu waiting around the corner. As the tower ultimate down, Cosmic Radiance has been invested just to make sure Skumon doesn't die, and that's another thing you have to worry about if you're KC.
Yeah, I've noticed the habit in KC, when they're giving a dragon, they're playing a little bit unconventional. I'm gonna hold that thought, okay, we're fine, we're safe. They don't go for a cross map when they want to give the dragon. Instead, they camp on the side the dragon was taken on.
Now comes to Yike here, uses Cyclone to try and get away, but the Viking will not be stopped by that. Kalis does manage to stop him though. A flash away from Skumon. Meanwhile, the tower on the bot side is going to fall to Kana's unrelenting pressure. They don't have the damage for it, but you've got to set up vision around it. Caps and Yehu are battling out in the top side as Broken Blade's caught out in the Hex Gold and made him. Yike's on his way across, but the Mega Blast Cone is going to get Broken Blade across the wall. Ragnarok out as well from Skumon as he looks for the chase, but he can't auto too much longer because Yehu is on the flank. Yike going low, Lebrov and Hansama in with the culling. Skumon able to escape, and KC, they thought they found the trap, but they're the ones that tried to gobble up the cheese. G2 now looking for Yehu, who with a noxious blast had to flash. Petrifying Gaze, the dazzle doesn't connect, but Hansama untouched, unperturbed as Yehu tries to get away, but a flash will follow him. Kalis now in the midst of G2 is spelled where he stands, and just as I talked about the Baron, it feels like G2 have it on their mind.
And KC sends everything kitchen sink by G2. Great movement there, great response, and they will be rewarded with the Baron buff.
And the 2,000 gold lead is Busio.
Oh, no.
Did not need to be there. Just didn't.
No one ends up going down. I think they thought initially they should go on Anivia, but then she has eggs, so they changed their mind. And here Yehu, he's just caught way too far behind enemy lines. And Asama flashing forward secures the kill.
Oh, Kana stepping forward here. Broken Blade with the Crystallize. Mortal Steel will land the knockup, but Kana taken down before he can snap back to reality. His knees taken out from underneath him as Hansama continues to push in the side lane. He's 3,000 gold.
I mean, it's definitely very bougie this game. This Lucian is eating like a king. In goes Busio.
Tries to get in, but Broken Blade will fall. Meanwhile, they'll get on the Ragnarok. Yike going in with the Cyclone. The Dazzle still finds the stun. Yehu can't get in range, and it's only BB. Only the Anivia, the sent to the Spirit Realm. Skumon trying to heal up off the Scuttlecraft.
Gotta get the crap
with a smite. There's TP wards behind and TP up for Kana in 6 seconds. G2 don't really have a way out of this situation.
Yeah, Caps has ultimate. He could come in here, but you need to fight your way out.
Lebrov has 1-2. Cosmic Radiance could be massive. Busio tries to step forward. Cold, almost taken down. Kana now dashing out. There's the culling from Hansama. Cosmic Radiance as well, but not much damage coming out from KC as they look for the dazzle. Lebrov flashes forward. Skumon and Hansama able to back away with the Hero Essentials coming in from Caps. But yeah, who takes down Lebrov? Hansama on the retreat. Caps trying to protect him. Caps is going to fall. KC have bitten back in game 3.
And it's a hot pursuit by KC.
You're just winds of warming the wave and then hoping that Kana doesn't go on you.
Yeah.
As Hansama goes in with the culling, Kalis with a good 90 caliber net as well. Does eat some of it. Hansama flashes. Kalis has to flash away. Broken Blade flashes, gets in with a glacial storm. He brings down Kalis, who it seemed like he got out of dodge.
G2 could go Baron here. They're pinging the Baron. Caps is catching
on towards that bush. Has to use the Fate Seal to get away. This will be a tower in the top lane for G2. They push their advantage with the Baron buff. The wave clear on KC not the most substantial, and it's short range as well.
Yeah, I mean, without Fate Seals, you can't dive anymore, but they're going with Skumon.
Skumon, Ragnarok jumps onto Yehu, tries to get those autos down to keep the Ragnarok rolling. Ace in the hole gets through, but Skumon survives. The rest of G2 were backing away from the top side. Caps now the one who's caught Hexagon and made him go down. He's waiting for that blast code. Uses the taunt, but the Justice Punch only finds him guilty. G2 now need to retreat because KC can continue to collapse. A good flash from Lebrov into the Crystallize. Yehu dies! Broken Blade finds him. And now Yike only has Busio for support. Kana's pushing through mid.
Broken Man wants to chase this. It's going to be a slow shit. Scuman is here with an axe, but Yai popcorns away from it. But what is done by Labrov? Catches Yehu at the tail end of that fight. Caps ends up going down.
Here comes the push.
It's going to be Crystallize and Cooling. Those are your tools, but they're going Caps.
Yai goes for Caps. No flash on him. Does have the Seeker's Justice Punch. The inhibitor tower will be forfeit as G2 do crack through the base. Caps still walking away. A Cyclone gets the slow. Another Justice Punch into the taunt will slow down Yai because he can't catch onto Caps. And meanwhile, G2 continue to push in. A great Justice Punch. He has the Seekers. He doesn't use it.
And look at the base, Medic. Look at the base.
Now in tatters. The first Nexus tower down as Kana has to use the base seal to get away. Cosmic Radiance coming down as well. It's going to be all members of G2. Yeah, who getting chased out by the Viking. And he's almost sent to this grave, and he manages to survive.
Oh, but here comes Yike.
Still alive. Yike on his way out. No flash, no Cyclone. G2 retreating. A full V5 in favor of KC. And G2 will be able to walk away. Busio can still chase. Has the flash, has the elevator. The Crystallize doesn't stop Kalist and Kana from getting across.
Yes.
The TP behind is Yehu. Looks for them head Ryan Gaze. Axing ultimatum. Busio dives in. Busio dives. It's a mess in the middle of the T5. Broken pops to someone good better Ryan Gaze. Yehu exhausted. On Summer surviving. Has the Guardian Angel. Yank tries to dive in, but he can't get close enough. Kalist begins to open up. KC are winning the fight. It's all on Hans. And he's clipped by the Mortal Steel.
Oh, he's
and no longer immortal. He eats the trap as Kalist takes the Quadra.
And great angles in his team fight. Hansama has no flash.
Kana looking to flank as well. There's the Cullen. Busio at half HP. The soul of the target. Broken Blade trying to come in as Caps is caught by Kana. Kalist stunned up though, has the blast, but he's dead before he can get away. He's coming out as well as on Summer. It's killed Kalist. Yehu with a great arm kills on Summer. But Yehu carries it down. And there's your face seal G2 here in the home of the blue wall. You will not stand.
KC came back. It looked lost.
He's going to melt under the power of Kalist's cannon. He takes the one.
But G2 need to hold their position here. They need to make sure Caps can catch this, but Kana catches him out.
Kana uses the QSS Justice Punch stopwatch.
Oh, stopwatch the E damage.
Goes back with the Soul Unbound. Meanwhile, towards the top side, Broken Blade caught out with the Hexagon Range. TP coming in as well with the Flash Force onto Busio. There's a stopwatch from Broken Blade. He's going to have the egg. Gets the Cyclone out as Hans Summer jumps onto Kalist. Needs to dash forward. He gets it. Kalist is down. And KC left no ready to carry to his own devices. And those devices will take it out for the Predator again. Gets onto Hans Summer. He's still after GA. Yehu in a stopwatch. Trying to get away. The Dazzles is connect on him. Yehu falls. A hero's entrance from Caps. Gets the knock-up. Hans Summer's dead. Kalist is dead. Yank gets one. He heals up with the Sun the Sky. And now it's all of Ghana. He's the main damage. Olaf. Answers gets the GA. But only Caps remain standing.
KC has won the fight. They can run down mid. Gaik is going to chase Caps and let Kana be the one to run down mid to end this game. He's flashing out. Tries to get to the Nexus. I think he needs to recall. If you run through this Kana again, you're going to get one shot.
Caps will recall.
20 seconds of Broken Blade. He got caught out at the beginning of that play. I actually don't think Kana can end it. It's going to be the Elder for KC. This game is over, Medic! Time for that. We're going to look at the drive air setup.
Justice Punch out. Kana going in. The Dazzle comes out. But on the back line is LeBron who always gets taken out. The Elder as well. So good here for KC. They'll kill off Caps. The talisman for G2 now in the dirt and Baron. KC's opportunity.
I mean, G2 can't contest this. They have Elder buff and Chemtech Soul. You need to try to stop.
Kana is going to take the top lane inhibitor tower because G2 all had to back and defend the Nexus.
Broken Blade's wave clear here is invaluable.
8 in the hole, Skumon blocks it. Kana goes in with Immortal Steel, face sealed onto the backline as well. This is the engage they need. Cosmic Radiance coming down. It hits all 5. Caps surviving, gets the taunt, but Caps goes down. He was in the stopwatch for Cosmic Radiance and yet in the next time is going to fall. Kalist stepping forward. Kalist rapping forward. Kalist trying to carry it all on his shoulders. And with the help of Kana, G2 have been defeated. Palace remains blue.